Is there a difference between fuel subsidy and shortfall? We must understand these two terms so that we can answer this question accurately. The NNPC Limited Group Financial Officer has come out to say that NNPC has never made any payment as fuel subsidy to anybody. That what they do is they get the fuel in and they are supposed to sell at a certain price, but the federal government gives them instructions to sell at half price. So the difference between the price that they are supposed to sell and the price that the government instructs them to sell, that difference is the shortfall. He said that shortfall, they don't make any payments to anybody. It is not my words now. It's the Chief Financial Officer of NNPCL. So the question is this: is that shortfall subsidy? Because that's the argument many people are making, that shortfall is subsidy. I beg to differ. Shortfall and subsidy are two exactly different things. When you talk about subsidy, you talk about what you buy, what you actually pay money for to get. That is the only time you can talk about subsidy. Let me try to explain. If I have 500 naira and I want to buy 1 liter, let me not even use that now. Let me try to use another example. Okay, I am hungry as a Nigerian. I need to eat. And then the only food that is available is a tuber of yam. That tuber of yam is 1,000 naira. But I only have 500 naira. And then somebody else says, okay, let me help you. I will give you additional 500 naira so that you can buy the yam from the yam seller. That additional 500 naira that person gave to me, if the person will not ask for it back, if it is not a loan, that person has subsidized the price of that yam for me so that I can get that yam and eat it. But look at the second scenario. I am hungry and I have 500 naira. I have 500 naira. There's a tuber of yam. The tuber of yam is 1,000 naira. But instead of buying that tuber of yam, the owner of the yam decided to give me that yam dash. He decided to give me that yam dash. So it means that I did not pay any money for that yam. I have 500. The price of the yam in the market is actually 1,000 naira. But the owner of the yam decided to give me the yam without any payment. He didn't sell it to me, just gave it to me as a gift. Tell me, because the owner of the yam gave me that yam, and the yam actually costs 1,000 naira in the market, and I actually have 500 naira with me, does it mean that the owner of the yam paid subsidy of 500 naira? No. It means that the owner of the yam gave me that yam. I didn't get that yam at any cost. All right? So it means that the owner of the yam dashed me the yam. And so I cannot be talking about subsidy since no payment was made. This is exactly what is going on with NNPC. Yes, the market price of fuel on the international market, if you go to websites like petrolprices.com or you go to a platform, the international market price can be 1,300 naira per liter. That's international market price. That Nigeria sells its own fuel. Mind you, NNPC also sells Nigeria's fuel on the international market. It's not only Nigeria that NNPC sells our fuel to. The fuel that they get that they don't pay for. They don't only sell it only to Nigeria, they sell it on the international market. And that is the price you see when you go to globalpetrolprices.com. Because on the same globalpetrolprices.com, you will see that the price of fuel, of Libyan fuel on the international market is way cheaper. The price of Egyptian fuel is way cheaper. The price of Algerian fuel, Angolan fuel is way cheaper than the price of fuel of Nigeria on the international market. So, but yes, let's even say that on the international market, when NNPC wants to sell Nigeria's fuel to other countries, they sell it at $50, 50 cents, 60 cents. And if you take that at 1,500, you say it's 700, you say it's 1,000, even if you want to do it at 1,200, whatever that is. But right now, NNPC does not pay for this fuel. They have this fuel because of the oil swap arrangements that they make. And then, federal government that is representing Nigeria, because we own the NNPC, now gives instruction to the NNPC to say, okay, sell at half the price. Sell at half the price. And then NNPC decides to sell at 617. Which is still more than half the price of Nigeria's petrol in the international market. So NNPC is making a profit because they did not pay for it. They did not pay to get the fuel into Nigeria. So yes, they could have made more profit if they sold at 1,200 naira per liter. But because they did not pay for the petrol to get in the first place, if they sell at 617 naira per liter, there's a shortfall of profit. But that is not subsidy because you're not paying anybody. This is what the so-called oil and gas experts out there, those agents of the IMF and World Bank, who want to transfer the wealth of countries into their own personal pocket in the name of privatization. This is what they will not tell you. Shortfall is different from subsidy. Let nobody deceive you. Shortfall is different from subsidy. And it is time we take action. We must now petition EFCC, petition ICPC. We must now seize the Freedom of Information Act. We must now take advantage of the so-called audited account that the NNPC just released and begin to shine light on their activities. Don't just say it will not work, it will work. If all of us, if the petitions are coming in right, left, and center, if it is not coming from one person alone, if it is coming from all of us, we will turn up the heat under the Anyash a little. We will. This is the starting point. We can't just continue to sit down and fold our hands and say, oh, now so now they do am. Oh, wicked people. Oh, wicked leaders. Oh, corrupt leaders. We're just doing it. We're just making all those complaints and they continue to do what they do. No. Shortfall is not subsidy. So they should come and explain to us. Despite the shortfall, NNPC still made a profit of over 2 trillion, maybe 4 trillion. Then you are now saying that you should still use the money that is supposed to accrue to Nigerians to pay who again? To pay for fuel subsidy. To who? These are the questions that the Minister of Finance must answer, Mele Kyari must answer, Tinubu must answer. We must ask these questions. Everybody must begin to ask these questions. Those that are close to these people, ask them these questions. Because if you don't, you may be enjoying the benefit of these corrupt proceeds from them, but what you fail to realize is that your sense of national pride is being eroded because the people that are really benefiting is not these corrupt people. They may benefit maybe 20 or 30%. 80% of the benefit goes to these IMF and World Bank people. So for the interest of Nigeria, I beg you, speak to these people. Those of you that are close to them, those of us that are not close to them, let us use the power of petitions and Freedom of Information Bill. Let us begin to petition EFCC and ICPC. Even if they don't act, we come up, we talk about it, we expose them, we sue them. We must just do something. We cannot continue like this. And then when election comes, we must now organize to kick these people out. In fact, if you ask me, I think all of these are just distractions. Because the organization we're supposed to be doing now, the structures we're supposed to be forming, so that we can have a network of Nigerians that are on the other side, receiving or bearing the brunt of the corruption of the system. Those Nigerians, they are not networking. We don't have that structure, and we should have that structure. So they are distracting us with all of this. They'll come 1 week, one story, 1 week, one distraction. They just keep distracting us. So we must take action. It's time to take action. Take action. One of the things that we must do is to start a new political party. Click the link in the description to start. There's a lot of reasons why you should join us to create a fresh political party, different from all the ones that you have out there. Please join us. Let us save this country together. We can't expect the same people who are responsible for the country being the way it is to change it. So if you are shouting, oh, Nigeria needs a new constitution, who will give you that new constitution? The same people that are benefiting from it? If you like, continue to scream and scream and scream, the constitution is the problem, even though I don't think it is. But let's even assume that it is. These same people will not give you the constitution. You find out that even those who are clamoring now and saying, give us new constitution, when they get in there, they'll keep quiet. It is up to us to change it. It is up to us to change the people to people that will change the constitution. And it only starts by creating this new political party. Please don't joke with it. Don't say, oh, it will not work. Try it first. You are doing the same thing, you can't get a different result. You are using the same people that are responsible for the way Nigeria is. They cannot change the system. We need to change them. We need to begin to do things differently. We need to begin to get involved. All of these things they are doing, they are making it look like it is so difficult, so impossible to change Nigeria, so that you can be discouraged and say you are not participating. But no, we must not be discouraged. We must participate. Let us start with this new political party. Nigeria will be free.